What did you want to talk about, Garrett? I'm in love with you. Nemi stares at you blankly for a... Girl, I have, like, said it to you several times throughout our lifetime together. Like, I just want to make that clear. Especially when you were the secret admirer thing. Nemi stares at you blankly for a long time, her face growing steadily more red. She laughs uncomfortably. Come on, Garrett. Don't tease me. I'm not teasing. She crosses her arms and takes a few steps away, looking out at the wilderness. Well, you're wrong then, she says. You're just sorry for me, or something. Nemi scowls. I'm not a weakling, Garrett. I can take care of myself. I don't need you, or Vase, or anyone. I really do like you, promise. Nemi goes silent again, refusing to answer. Are they officially broken up? They did break up, okay. Refusing to answer or even to look at you. After a while, she scrubs her eyes with the heel of her hand. I don't know why, she mutters. After Vase, I guess it's just... I don't know if I'm ready to trust someone like that again. She turns back to you. But I've known you forever, Garrett. You're like... my best friend. You were with me when Calm died. And you didn't give up on me when I was getting brainwashed by Vase. And I like you too. I guess I kind of always did. Hello everyone, and welcome back to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. Last time we left off, a lot of stuff happened actually, but we are about to prepare for hopefully another glow excursion. Quick heads up, as I was booting into the game and I was on the main menu, I saw that Dice is now on there. Probably because we got his friendship to level 100. I thought they would only show up there after you've romanced them, because I know a lot of the Steam achievements are like, get Dice to show up on your home screen, get all these people, right? But, no, I guess just get them to level 100. I'll show that when we finish out the episode, but, you know, it's always better to start in-game, I think. We can close on the main menu. So here we are, late wet. I don't think anyone has anything to say, and we might have already talked to them at the end of last episode. How y'all doing? Can we give gifts? Give gifts, give life? Cannot give gifts, give life. What's up, Broham? So gifts have already been given. We need to de-stress this month so we can make proper use of a potential glow expedition. Yeah, okay. Nothing to see here, nothing to see here. Let's go, like, chillax. I want to hear about Vase. Vase can shut up. Vase sucks. He's a doo-doo head. Poopy head. Nothing much happens this month. You spend most of the time spacing out to whatever's on your here speak, occasionally nodding hello to the other colonists passing through. You binge a few seasons of a show you've been meaning to rewatch. That's a mood. Nah, neither of those are good, or neither of those are bad. And glow time. The boss month. Cal is standing at the edge of the garden, looking up at the newly reconstructed wall. Everyone says that the soldiers are going to protect us this time, he says thoughtfully. But I can't help but think it's only going to make the aliens more mad. Like, maybe it'll be okay this year, but what about next year? Or the year after that? He rubs his chin with the back of his hand. This is their planet, he continues. If we can't figure out how to play nice, they're not going to stop until we're gone. Have a fruit, my dude. Hey, Dad, you looking up at the wormhole? Yep. He'll be looking up at the wormhole. Give you a flower. We won't try and flirt with her. She doesn't enjoy that. Nemi adjusts the strap of her rifle. Don't worry, Garrett, she says with a serious expression. I'll protect you. Other way around, my dear. Other way around. Yes, hello, you. Do you like fruit? He does not. Vase takes your gift and scowls at it with thinly veiled disgust. Yuck! I'm not eating that. Knowing this planet, it's probably poisonous. Like your face! Now my last crystal. Yeah, I can't really get any more friendship with him, can I? No, it's at 100 now. It was a waste of a crystal. Oh well. I no longer need to give gifts to him. Is that it? Is that everyone? Our security's only 40%. I wonder how we actually raise that. I guess probably by, like, being part of the defense force and killing things. I wonder if I'm missing out on, like, important content that even if you don't agree with it, you're really supposed to be taking part of? I guess we'll have to do that in another life. Now, expedition? I see no reason why we shouldn't go out during glow. There might be some very important stuff happening. Maybe we'll see Sim again? He'll be like, yo, hey, what's up? But yeah, no, I'm totally fine. That was a non-fatal fatal injury. Don't worry about it. Okay, nothing new. Should watch where we're walking so that we don't trip again. Though you can't see it, you've been told the wormhole high above is shining with ultraviolet light. It's invisible to the human eye. Okay, yeah, that's not new. Yeah, and we just don't trip this time. Okay, that makes sense. Dense part where the gnarlwood surrounds you and blocks out the sky and the wormhole above. Long threads that look like hair are hanging down from the trees. Strange, you've never seen this during the rest of the year. You have to go through these. Perception 80 or greater? I have that. Oh, I think we got this one before. Yeah. Even the piece on the pants said it's never coming off. Restocking my crystals, baby! Is that it? Is that literally it up here? Yo, big sad. Okay, this is here again. Maybe we can meet with the faceless again? And then what's over yonder? God, this area became so hard to navigate once the Helios landed. I'll tell you what, Bobby. That landscape ain't right. Okay, how do I get whatever that was that I saw? I want it. There we go, thank you. Is that it that's over here? It is, okay. Wow, after your first time out in Glow, there's really only a few things. It's kind of a waste. Disappointing. Unless this is something massive. Yeah, okay, this is... We've done this before. We can't seem to wait, interestingly enough. We got some creativity. And that's it. Alright, well, at least we came and checked it out. That's important. We got a whole bunch of crystals out of it, and not much stress. Heck, I didn't even need to de-stress. You're just putting your boots on to grab dinner in the lounge when you hear the colony's sirens begin to wail. It's the yearly attack. Ugh. They couldn't have waited until you ate dinner. Rude. Outside your window, you watch the colony defense begin to mobilize. Your holopalm chimes with the usual reminder for all civilian colonists to stay indoors. We never do. You head to the garrison to grab a plasma rifle. I have my own! God! Let me dual wield at least. Then report to the front. Chief Rhett looks surprised to see you, but assigns you to a squad with Nemi and tells you to get up on the walls and do your best. On the other side of the wall... Why are you surprised? I've been out here every year. More Xenos than you've seen in one place ever. They seethe out of the forest, large and small, herbivorous and predatory, fungal and otherwise, flying and crawling and hopping towards the colony with a single-minded determination. The air fills with the pew-pew of laser turrets and the crackle of plasma rifles. The enemy's front line collapses, only to be replaced by even more Xenos, just as many as before, if not more. There's no end to it. The firebreak turns into a graveyard of dead and dying alien bodies, wave after wave, crawling over the corpses until they roil at the base of the walls like the foam on a wave when it hits the shore. You hear the walls creaking underneath you, but they hold strong. There is no sun to set in Glow, but night falls on the battlefield without any break in the fighting. Your fingers begin to cramp from pulling the trigger on your plas rifle. Finally, you're relieved by the second guard shift. You walk straight into the garrison and right into a dreamless sleep. You're awoken 6 hours later for your next shift. The kitchens have provided the soldiers with pressed soy rations and hot blep tea, which you grab and make your way back to the walls to survey the carnage of the night. As you arrive, your holopalm lights up with a priority message. "Security personnel, we are under siege," the security chief says, getting right to the point. "On Earth, sieges were used to break a city by starvation or drought. We have plenty of food and water. Guards will rotate 6 hours on, 6 off. So long as we keep the Xenos on the other side of the wall, we can hold them off for days. Weeks, even." Weeks? Everyone exchanges exhausted looks. He pauses, then adds, "We can do this! We're stronger than them, and we're not going anywhere!" You and the other soldiers fall into a fitful rhythm. Alternating shifts on the wall with brief snippets of sleep. Gunfire becomes the soundtrack of your days, which begin to smear together like paste. Nemi in particular is suffering. She volunteers for relief shifts, sometimes pulling doubles or triples on the wall. You catch her mechanically shoveling soy porridge into her mouth before seeming to fall asleep sitting up. A minute later, she jolts awake as someone's spoon clatters against their bowl. Tempers grow short as fatigue sets in. 6 days pass. You're on shift, watching the Xenos batter themselves against the walls. You feel your eyes unfocused at the sheer formless horde of them. In all these days, they still haven't breached the colony. Sometimes they even seem to retreat, ebbing backwards and reforming somewhere else. It's behavior you've never seen before. It's 'cause Sim isn't here to pull him back. No, he's there. He has to be. A group of monsters breaks from the tree line. Nothing new, except for one of them. One of the Xenos looks different from the others. Almost humanoid. Excuse me? That thing has a gun. That thing has a Protoss face. That thing has a flower gun. The creature looks suspiciously like a person, at least from the waist up. Down below, it's a lumbering chimera vaguely reminiscent of a faceless, wrapped in tattered bits of flesh and bony protrusions. Something like hair flutters behind it as it turns and looks right at you with an unnerving, malevolent intelligence. Is that a gardener? You rub your eyes. Yeah, it's still there. It approaches to the base of the wall, and the other monsters surge forward on to pound against the gates. You wave to it, and the creature sneers and, to your surprise, approaches the wall. Little weed. They, address you in a halting, rasping voice. Everything seems to go quiet nearby as you strain to understand this talking horror. Child of breeding rabbits, feral pig, kudzu. Its unnervingly human gaze pierces you. Introduce species. You understand. You wonder if you're hallucinating. Is it holding a gun? You slowly nod yes. You understand the words, at least. I am Noctilucent, the monster says, through a voice box that seems better suited to guttural roars than human language. A gardener. Designation, pest control. I perform my task, unlike gardener symbiosis. Sim. Yes, now that they're standing still, you can see the seed of Sim's slightly inhuman features staring back at you. Their hair is a bit like Sim's as well, as if it's actually alive somehow, waving in a wind that isn't there. What do you want? Delusions. Interesting. Who are you talking to? You jump as Nemi sneaks up behind you, and when you look back, Noctilucent is gone. Delusions, eh? I don't want to get locked up. Nobody. You shake your head and mumble something about needing sleep. You promise Sim you wouldn't talk about the gardeners. She nods and pats your shoulder. The siege is getting to everyone, Garrett. It's okay. Finally, after the 6th day of the siege, you look down the sights of your plasma rifle and see a curious thing. The monsters are retreating. As you gather with the other soldiers in the colony square, your holopalm lights up with a priority announcement from Governor Lum. The alien attackers have been defeated, he says. The siege has ended. Lum smiles broadly and puffs out his chest. Another year, another win. You're welcome, Vertumna. You're welcome, humanity. You're welcome? You hear, and you see Chief Rhett nearby, looking livid. What did he do? He rants to his security officers. Race out there like an idiot with his honor guard? Defend strategically unsound positions? Put himself in danger so we had to save his overstuffed ass? The soldiers all shift uncomfortably, but no one disagrees. And when I actually needed him, Rhett continues, taking his 12-hour beauty rest while the rest of us slogged through endless shifts. The soldiers are exhausted from the siege, so the crowd in the square disperses quickly. Only a few Helios remain, covertly filming Rhett while he continues to rail against Lum. Yeah, that's bad. On the horizon, the first rays of quiet streak the sky with lavender. You watch Utopia's reclamation crew head out through the gate to begin vaporizing Xeno corpses for their component molecules. That night, you have terrible dreams. You imagine that you're sieging the colony, that you're a creature crawling in the mud on your belly, the ozone crackle of plas rifle fire arcing overhead. With your taloned claws, you rip into the walls like they're made of clay, stuffing choking handfuls of it in your mouth. In a moment of lucidity, you try to pull the clay from your throat, but no matter how hard you pull, it just never ends. You jolt awake when you realize you've been pulling your own guts out of your throat. Just a dream. You're scared, or you're shaking and coated in a film of terror, sweat, your heart pounding. You don't find sleep again before dawnbreak. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. Cool. Start age 18, yes please. Well, events have definitely respawned, so that's good to know. Oh, cool. A stressful event. Plus 10 stress, interesting. You gulp and bravely dare him to tell you. What's the deal between him and his sister? What about her? Dice scowls, digging the toe of his boot into the dirt. She's smart, perfect, and everyone loves her. You wait patiently. Sometimes being brave means sitting in the silence. Eventually, Dice crosses his arms and shrinks in on himself. When Tange got her genome therapy, all anyone wanted to talk about was how I shouldn't be sad about losing my brother. Oh. Tange is trans. Interesting. Like, they had to tell me that? Dice says, huffing indignantly. I'm her twin? I knew she was a girl, like, 5 minutes after she did. She's always been my sister, he explains. She's always known who she is, but, like, that was the problem, Dice says. He picks out a loose thread of his sleeve. She's so mature, you know? And I'm not. So she treats me more like her dumb little pet than her brother, telling me what to do and acting like she's so much smarter than me. He rubs his face. I mean, she is smarter than me. She's smarter than everyone, even the adults. That doesn't mean she knows what's best for everyone. Dice lapses into silence. You wait a little longer to see if he wants to share any more, but Dice seems intent on just staring off into the wilderness again. That's interesting. I didn't actually guess that. That's cool. Everything is respawned, I assume. When do we get to go to the bog or whatever? Yeah, hold on. When do we get to go to the subaqueous swamp? Maybe this year? We are 18, we're running low on time. Game ends after year 20. Or at 20? Unsure. You can have a fruit. Oh, cool. You're looking around for Cal when you overhear him just around the other side of the geoponics dome. For the last time, leave me alone! Doesn't sound good. You get closer and find Cal facing down Rhett and Vase. They've cornered him, their body language calm and relaxed, while Cal's so angry he's almost shaking. Cal, please, listen to us, Rhett says, spreading his hands. We're not here to conscript you. I can't force you to join the army. All I'm saying is that I need good, loyal, strong young men like you out there on the front lines. Rhett smiles. You're a good boy, Cal. I admire your passion for peace and your dedication to fighting for it. That's why I'm here, asking you to help me protect the colony. Protect the colony? Cal spits. That's such a lie. You're not protecting anything. You're just slaughtering defenseless animals in their homes. It's disgusting. Hey! Vase retorts, taking a step forward with his fist raised. Show some respect! Cal squares up like he's ready to take the hit. For who? He asks, voice sharp. Psychopaths like you? Vase roars and looks like he's about to take a swing, but Rhett holds him back with one raised hand. Vase slinks back to Rhett's side, glowering at Cal. I can tell you need a bit more time, Rhett says. I just wanted you to know that my door is always open if Get lost, Cal says, cutting Rhett off. Rhett looks surprised. I'm not interested. I never will be. Face looks like he's about to lip off again, but Rhett speaks before he can. All I ask is that you keep it in the back of your mind, Cal. When you come around, I'll be happy to talk about your options. With that, they leave. Vase gives you a scathing look as they pass. Cal sits down heavily on the sack of fertilizer he must have been carrying before Vase and Rhett cornered him. This isn't even the first time, he mutters, his face in his hands. They're really dead set on getting me to join the hunting parties. I told them I didn't want to kill anything, and Rhett was like, it's okay, you can just tell us how to kill them. He looks up exasperated. Like that's any better! I wish they would leave you alone. Me too, Cal sighs. They have a real messed up idea of what it means to serve the colony. Like who do they think grows their food? Ghosts? Cal picks at a loose thread on the sack he's sitting on. Man, this whole war is light-speed stupid, he mutters. Lum and his people come crashing in here and think they run the place because they have the bombs and guns. And nobody stops to think, like maybe we're actually the invasive species here. We need to live in harmony with nature. I'm glad you agree. I just feel like we just showed up and plopped ourselves right in the middle of the food web, Cal continues. And we didn't even think for a second about the chaos that would cause on the ecosystem. We owe it to this planet to do our best to try to understand. Cal looks out towards the walls. Maybe the answer is out there, he says quietly. You go out on expedition a lot, right? Can you keep an eye out for, the answer to everything? You got it, my dude. Cal's shoulders slump in a sigh, and he pushes himself to his feet. Man, I wish I could still talk about this stuff with Anemone, he says, slinging the sack of fertilizer over his broad shoulders again. You can see why Rhett wanted to get him in the Defense Force so badly. I miss her, Cal admits. I miss that we used to be so close when we were kids. He shakes his head. But she's gone all human supremacist now, and I just can't stomach that, you know? Yeah, I hear you. We'll get her back, though, Cal, don't worry. We'll get her back. Mars is tapping away at a large hollow screen displaying schematics of the colony. An art gallery here, she muses, dragging some template buildings around. Next to a gourmet restaurant here. A walk down the promenade past the boutiques, ending at the live theater. She places her finger at her chin. What do you think, Garrett? It's all a fantasy right now, but you know me. I'm highly goal-oriented. I think you need a flower. Enjoy. I'm glad 40% was enough to, you know, keep us safe. +1 to all physical skill increases. Should maybe take the chance to up some combat and some toughness. I suspect that at some point we're going to be stripped of our gear, which will take away the gun. I gotta finish this message Vase. He gets so moody if I don't haul him back right away. Girl! He's kind of crazy. Tangent doesn't notice as you approach, absorbed and staring at her hand. She flexes it a few times and touches her thumb to each fingertip. When she notices you, she looks surprised for a moment before her expression smooths over again. The body is a remarkable machine, she says. So weak as a child, then so strong in its prime, then ravaged by its own imperfect biology until it literally crumples around us. And yet, somehow, we made it to the stars, and then here. She closes her fist. Imagine what we could do if not burdened by our physical forms. Have a flower. Yeah, I thought that would Tangent is about to duck back into engineering when you approach. She winces and shields her eyes from the sun. She looks at you miserably, and you notice that her right eye is glowing faintly. It's my new hollow eye implant, Tange says. Its ghostly glow snaps in and out of existence as she blinks. I seem to be experiencing some unpleasant side effects from it, similar to that of an ocular migraine, Tange confesses. Instance warned me that this level of visual information can be difficult for the human brain to comprehend at first. You agree to follow her into engineering to get out of the sun. It's similar to a holopalm, she explains, but still holding her forehead and squinting, but with an infinitely large screen because it projects it directly into the oculus. It used to belong to Dr. Instance, but she passed it down to me to help with my work. Maybe you should take it out? Oh, that was maybe not the best answer. Are you deficient? Tange snaps. It took me a year to convince her to install the implant. I'm not going to be defeated by the limitations of my body. It's more than an implant, Tange continues as you follow her to the medbay labs. Hollow eyes are on the very forefront of human augmentation. They represent our next steps towards ascending as a species. Real talk, I would fucking love a cybernetic eye. If I could only have one thing, it would be an eye, but I would also prefer to have an arm and a data jack if I can. She touches the red scar where her holopalm used to be. No more clunky screens, no privacy concerns, she says quietly. Elegant, integrated design. It observes the motion of my hands and uses it to generate an AR interface for my entire field of vision. It's partly powered by my own metabolism, although the magnet's embedded in my skull. Through the magnets, it's beautiful. Nobody else is here. You hear the gentle hum of experiments running in the corner. And this kind of technology is so far beyond what we're capable of reproducing in the colony. Tange sighs, rubbing her temple under the implant. Once they're gone, they're gone. Maybe Earth will send us a shipment of new ones someday, but I expect they've developed something more advanced since we left Earth. I suppose it's more likely they've forgotten about us completely. Bring, bring! The quiet hum of the laboratory is shattered by an alarm. Tange jumps at the sudden noise and shuts her eyes tight. I have to get this, she mutters, gesturing in the air to silence the ringing. The simulation I'm running is time-sensitive, she explains. The specimens require minute changes to their environment every 2 hours. Temperature, humidity, light levels. She grimaces. If we had better automation, this wouldn't be a problem. Need empathy 41 or reasoning 41. So I can't help with the migraine, but I can just do it for her. Tangent considers this. Yes, you have proven yourself trustworthy in the lab, she says. It's experiment 2A on the wall there. She slumps down on the floor beside you, rests her head on her arms. Go tell me what you see, and I will walk you through it. With Tange's assistance, you set the new environmental parameters for her experiment, which seem to involve fungal growths of some kind. It's unfamiliar to you, but you're able to follow Tange's instructions easily. When you're looking over some of the specimens, you realize that you can make improvements to Tange's modeling. She might get offended, but you know what? I'm gonna operate a cheeky little save scum here. She liked it, okay. You make the changes and log them diligently in the computer. Tange breathes a sigh of relief when you return, unaware of your meddling. For now. That should buy me 2 more hours, she says. Tange shifts over, wordlessly inviting you to sit down beside her. Her arm is cool to the touch as it rests against yours. Tange turns to you. Thank you for your assistance. Another little bit of cheeky saves coming, don't mind me. Tange, let me take care of it. Okay, she didn't dislike it. Okay. Tange gives you a slight smile, barely visible in the faint glow of her hollow eye. People always tell me I should take better care of myself, she says. And they're right. Because when other people try to take care of me, they usually get it wrong. Only I know what I need. But you helped, Tange says. Thank you. Please don't tell Instance that my body is adjusting poorly to the hollow eye, she adds. And it's only temporary, and this stupid flesh prison is not allowed to draw the limits of my form. Cool. Cool. We already give you your egg? We already gave you your egg. Cool. Take the friendship up. Have a stick. Hey, Nomi. Nomi is lying wrong ways on a bench, their legs over the back and their head almost touching the ground. They wave when they see you and gesture to turn off their hearspeak. Hey, Garrett! I can't believe I'm still finding new tunes in the media library. You guys really do have everything. Got lots of crystals. Enjoy! Ooh, items have respawned. Gimme. I haven't helped out there or in engineering with the teaching once. Technically got the job for both, though. Sup, asshole. We already talked to them? Yeah, we already talked to them. Did we talk to Mars? We did, in fact, talk to Mars. Okay, I'm pretty sure we've talked to everyone then. Which means we should probably head out exploring. Is there even much point to exploring? Yes, I know all events have respawned. Maybe we'll wait and we'll actually like try and up some stats instead. +2 bravery, 1 toughness. I don't really need the animals, but I wouldn't mind the combat. Bravery would be good too. Maybe we'll play a bit of sports ball this month. You haven't been back to the sports ball pitch since before the big attack that took Calm's life. You know Rhett's the coach now, though he doesn't care as much as Calm did. He's more concerned with getting sports ball players to sign up for the defense force, Jesus. You show up for practice and spot Vase and Rex on the pitch, standing with a healthy distance between the two of them. Vase is surrounded by a group of friends, and Rex is bopping a sports ball on his head and chest. Surprisingly, Nemi is here as well. Rhett must have asked her and Vase to help out with the team, because they're usually training. Rhett picks her as captain for one team, and you as the other. Who do you pick on your team? Rex, obviously. Popularity doesn't matter in sports ball, you think. Rex pops the ball under his arm and saunters over, ignoring the venomous look Vase gives him. Nemi chooses Vase right away. Let's sports ball! +3 bonus to straights. 85. Oh, that's easy. 446. Yeah, that's fine. Escaping the Shimmer Glade. -4 to the last card. Okay, that's interesting. So let's maybe not do that one. 5, 6, 7, 15. Always good. What if you are the last card? Yeah, okay, you get minus. Tammy. Keep between rounds. +6 with highest value. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a nice big old straight there. Could have gotten a 41. I'm okay with that. 4 toughness, though. That's what we want. Rex and Nemini. You and Rex whip the butts of Vase and Nemi and everyone else on their team. You cheated! Vase complains. Come on! Garrett and Dog Boy against me and Nemi? How is that even a contest? He storms off the pitch, venting about how the game was rigged for weaker players because sports ball isn't a real game. Nemi comes over. I think you did well, she says. Good work out there. Rex goes to give her a high five, but she looks towards where Vase disappeared and shakes her head. That's fine, I guess. Oh my god, extra interesting that it did that double kind of like that. Okay. Definitely got lots of toughness out of that. We can probably max that out if we do it again. You roll out of bed at noon because you're allowed to, because it's your birthday, but also because you're exhausted. You barely slept at all last night. You've been having these nightmares since the siege, more and more every night, like they're trying to tell you something urgent. You can't make any sense of it. All the imagery is jumbled together, all these possibilities and timelines and things that might happen. Some nights you wake up in a cold sweat, a scream already in your throat. You sit on the edge of your bed, run a hand through your hair, and check your holopalm. A few people wished you happy birthday, but that's all. I guess you're getting older. Birthdays aren't as important as they used to be. Right, and Mars wants to meet you for lunch in the lounge today. You'll have to practice your smile. As you enter the lounge... Surprise! Oh, sweet. +3 on 3rd stage of challenges. Only takes effect on... That's cool. Do your very best to play along and act surprised. Woo! Streamers! Balloons! Great! All of your friends are standing around wearing goofy hats and clapping. Nomi is holding a bunch of balloons larger than they are, and Rex is wearing a cute little waiter's outfit with a bow tie. You accept their hugs and birthday wishes, trying to hide your exhaustion and demurring with a few pointed, "All this for me? You shouldn't have. No, really!" Rex wanders around with a tray full of little snacks, offering them to everyone with a vampy accent and a silly, airheaded giggle. The goofball act chips away at the natural awkwardness of a surprise party. That is the first 5 minutes after everyone shouts surprise, and soon everyone is laughing and enjoying themselves. Despite your exhaustion, you start to smile too. Your friends are so amazing, and they're all here because they care about you. Then you get some unexpected guests. The lounge begins to fill with Helio kids. Mostly ones you don't know, the ones who usually keep to themselves, and, well, don't much like your original stratospheric kids. Vase and Nemi are with them, his arm draped over her shoulders. Nemi gives you a little wave of acknowledgement for your birthday, which earns a weird look from Vase. Hey, who invited you guys? Cal says, stepping forward with his hands clenched. This is a private party! It's a public lounge, Vase replies. We can sit wherever we want. Cal stomps right into the midst of the Helios. You guys think that just because you fell out of the sky, you're the wormhole's gift to Vertumna? He spits out. We don't need you. We never needed you. All you do is make things worse. Like this party. You've rarely seen Cal so ready for a fight. He doesn't seem to care that the body language of the Helio kids has changed from cocky to dangerous. You're just a bunch of fascists, Cal continues. You and Lum. The lounge erupts, chairs screeching across the floor as the Helios jump to their feet yelling at Cal, calling the colony illegal and Cal a fugitive. They jostle him around, but Cal plants his feet and stands his ground. You hear a bottle breaking and see someone advancing on Cal. He's not backing down. Stop it, fight, fight. Nemi make them stop. Hey, come on guys, cut it out, Nemi says tiredly. It's Garrett's birthday. Don't make it a big thing. They seem to respect her, so they back down, but not before a few parting, libelous shots at Cal's parentage and alleged actions with animals. Oh my. She turns to Cal and pokes her finger in his chest. You provoked them on purpose, she says angrily. I'm not your friend anymore. Don't ask me to stick up for you if you're being an asshole. Well, Mars exclaims, clapping her hands. That was enough excitement, I think. Let's move on to the important part. Cake and presents. Under Mars's skillful party-hosting hand, the mood shifts back to festive. You enjoy your presents and your cake, but tensions boiling over like that is a bad omen for the rest of the year. You don't say. Oh, Vase, you're an asshole. I don't look forward to befriending you. You're looking for Rex by the construction site, but Rex finds you first. Tackle hug! You turn to the source of the yell. Rex is barreling towards you, arms outstretched. You have about 2 seconds to decide how to react. I mean, you know, we're friendly as fuck. You ready yourself to launch into his embrace, catching a glimpse of Rex's delighted smile as he scoops you up in his strong arms. He lifts you off your feet and swings you around laughing. Hail, Garrett! Rex exclaims. He holds you easily against his chest. What's a good boy like you doing in a place like this? You're the good boy, Rex. Aw, shucks, Rex laughs. He sets you down gently on your feet. You got me! It's me! I am the good boy! You think you're starting to understand the strange Helio boy and his love of hugs. So, Rex asks, crossing his arms, are you looking for me? What you need? +4 if stress over 50. Oh, that's actually just adorable. I love these, like, individual mechanics. Dog, boy. I love their stats, too. Chillness, energy, right in the middle. Rebellion, loyalty, so he's a bit more loyal. Makes sense. He's a dog. Let's do something fun. Oh my god, lol. Rex tilts his head to the side. Like what? Do you want to skip work and hang out? Rex looks torn. Oh man, he groans. Normally yes, for sure, but I'm actually super stoked to work on the build today. He jerks his thumb towards the construction project behind him. If you want, you can come see what we're working on. Hell yeah, thanks, buddy. Rex takes you on a tour of the construction site. He's great company, and basking in his excitement is a pleasant way to spend an afternoon. When you wave goodbye to him so we can get back to work, you feel a little bit lighter. That's hella. Koi. Anything over here? Oh, hey, Nems. What are we at with you? 92. I think we have an event with her, too. Something's off with Nemi today. You can tell just from watching her train that she's moving more slowly and seems distracted. Every so often, she breaks form to stare at Vase, who's working with a group of trainees on the other side of the garrison. Her unit leader singles her out and chastises her, gesturing for her to take a break and get her head on straight. Nemi scowls as she slinks over the rest area, where you hand her a water bottle. Hey you, she says, shooting you a little flicker of a smile as she takes a drink. What's up? Vase isn't talking to me, Nemi replies, sighing heavily as she recaps her water bottle. It's been 2 days, and he just acts like I'm not even here. I've tried to talk to him, and he just says he needs time to think. We got into it about how much time you and I spend together. He thinks you like me, and I told him it's not like that. We're just friends, but... Nemi exhales noisily and scrubs her heel off her palm into her eyes. Maybe the problem is that he just doesn't know you that well, she says. He doesn't trust you around me, that's all. He's a scumbag, you must have done something wrong, do you want me to talk to him? He's right not to trust me. You tell Nemi that you like her, as more than a friend. You have feelings you want to share. Nemi goes completely still as the color drains from her cheeks. Her eyes dart over to Vase on the other side of the room. Please don't say stuff like that, Garrett, she mutters. You're only going to make it worse for me. I swear to God, if I walk into into a situation where he's, like, hitting her, I'm going to just beat the living shit out of him. Do we have proof? Hang on. Nemi's head whips towards you, shocked. What? How could you say that, Garrett? Yeah, I know he gets how he gets sometimes, but he's still my boyfriend. Nemi's eyebrows furrow. What do you mean, Garrett? Do you like when he accuses you? Nemi frowns. No, obviously. What does that have to do with anything? The problem isn't you, it's him. You tell her she shouldn't have to constantly prove herself to Vase. I've never thought of it that way, Nemi replies. It's like, we have this argument all the time. He gets mad because he thinks I was talking to someone too long, or because I said something that set him off. Yeah, that's not cool. And when you talk to him about it, well, he gets really upset that I'm upset with him, and then I have to apologize and reassure him I love him, and it's always this whole thing. I've heard this before. She sighs. I'm just so tired of it, you know? I don't know what else to do. I don't know if there's anything else I can do. Ooh, we got an achievement. Matchbreaker. Ooh. Hang on. Oh, what's this? Ooh, what's this indeed? Come on, Steam, stop laying. Let me look at the achievement. Did I successfully break them up? Oh, Steam, what you doing, man? Come on. Why are you the way that you are? I can't look right now. Okay, I'm assuming it's because I successfully managed to break them up. Nemi, what? Come on. Stop spazzing out. Yeah, okay. Nemi wipes her eyes. I don't know what to think, she says. I'll talk to him about it and see what he says. He deserves a chance to explain himself, but... Her gaze darts back over to Vase. I don't know if he'll be able to. She gives you a quick hug. Thank you for talking to me about this, Garrett. You're my best friend on the whole planet. I got your back, girl. I never gave up on you, not for a second. Anyone says otherwise is a liar. On your way to the garrison, you pass by a few young soldiers speaking in hushed tones. They seem to be commiserating over Vase's attitude and training today. Oh boy, you might know what this is about. You spot Vase overseeing a group of soldiers navigating an obstacle course. Pick it up! Come on! He snaps. You approach carefully, and he acknowledges you with a glance before going back to staring morosely at the trainees. Why so glum, chum? Vase scowls and crosses his arms. Nothing! Just a bunch of bullshit. Fine, be that way. I will! Vase glowers and goes back to ignoring you. Yeah, we didn't have the friendship with him to do that. Oh well. I don't really care to be a bit of a talking board for him. He's not one of our friends. He's an asshole. One of these lives, I'm going to have to be totally gung-ho and side with the Helios, and that's probably when I'll be able to befriend Sir Douche a lot. Alright, I think instead of doing sports ball, although that was fun, I should maybe work in the fields while I've got this heroic still. Because that should give me, like... six toughness? Possibly more if I have an event with this. No, okay, no event. That's fine. Card becomes red. That's pretty good. I think 44 is the best we can do, yeah. That's the super goal there. Could have gotten a 47, apparently. 8 toughness. So we're 2 away from maxing that out. We do need to get to exploring soon, before we run out of time in the year. We want to do at least 1 round in all the places, see if maybe we can talk to Noct, or whatever the hell his name was. Nomi's painting their nails, every nail a different bright color. They hold them up at you proudly. Marzipan, let me borrow some of her nail polish, they say. She's so glamorous. And she said that if I liked any of the colors, I could just have them because she has so many. I think you want a new line? No. Actually, this is a... This is a new line, okay. You spot Rex lying in his makeshift hammock, and he's not alone. He shushes you as you approach, placing a finger to his lips and indicating that the person snuggled up under his arm is fully asleep. Hold on to the hammock, he whispers. I'm gonna try to get out. Between the two of you, you manage to get Rex out of the hammock without waking his sleeping friend. Rex looks a little tousled and kiss-bitten, and his eyes are bright with mischief. I'm tired him right out, he murmurs, pleased with himself. What you need, Garrett? You're a good dog. I have not seen my brother in some time, Tange muses. I am certain he lives, otherwise expeditions would have raised an alarm. But myself, personally... She shrugs and goes back to examining her experiments. I have no time to track him down and beg, though through penitent tears, to be loved as a sister should be. If he wants to make amends, he knows where to find me. I'm not the one who is impossible to track down. I'm hoping in a future life I can kind of mend the relationship between those two. Ooh. Nemi looks around and grimaces as she sees Vase staring at the two of you talking. Sure, she says, but let's go somewhere else. She leads you to the walls, one of the few places to have a private conversation in the colony. The wind whipping across the fire break blows her hair across her face. What did you want to talk about, Garrett? I'm in love with you. Nemi stares at you blankly for a... Girl, I have, said it to you several times throughout our lifetime together. I just want to make that clear. Especially when you were the secret admirer thing. Nemi stares at you blankly for a long time, her face growing steadily more red. She laughs uncomfortably. Come on, Garrett. Don't tease me. I'm not teasing. She crosses her arms and takes a few steps away, looking out at the wilderness. Well, you're wrong then, she says. You're just sorry for me, or something. Nemi scowls. I'm not a weakling, Garrett. I can take care of myself. I don't need you, or Vase, or anyone. I really do like you, promise. Nemi goes silent again, refusing to answer. Are they officially broken up? They did break up, okay. Refusing to answer or even to look at you. After a while, she scrubs her eyes with the heel of her hand. I don't know why, she mutters. After Vase, I guess it's just... I don't know if I'm ready to trust someone like that again. She turns back to you. But I've known you forever, Garrett. You're like... my best friend. You were with me when Calm died. And you didn't give up on me when I was getting brainwashed by Vase. And I like you too. I guess I kind of always did. The hard line of her mouth quivers. I'm just scared, Garrett. I don't want it to be like it was with him. You step closer and Nemi doesn't back away. Being careful not to spook her, you reach up and gently cup her cheek. It's okay to be scared, but it's never going to be like that again. Yeah, baby! Hell yes! You telegraphed your intentions slowly, giving her time to back away, but Nemi gathers her courage and meets you halfway for a tentative, curious kiss. Your heart almost beats out of your chest. You almost wonder if she can hear it too. Yeah, baby, yeah, baby, yeah, baby! When you part, Nemi blinks quickly like she's trying not to cry. Instead, she slugs you in the shoulder and laughs, still a little awkward. Okay, she says. Okay, that's that then. We're dating, I guess? We're so dating. Nemi smiles and looks down at the ground, then leans in to kiss you again. Okay, she says. I have to get back to my post, but I guess I'll see you around. Boyfriend? She gives you a little wave and jogs away, looking lighter than you've seen her in a while. Fuck yes. Yep, baby! Success. You couldn't take her vase. Nor could I, technically. She is her own person. I do not wish to imply ownership. Or trophyism or anything like that. But, just permit me to crow a little bit, you know what I mean? I didn't even read either of those. I'm pretty sure they were new. Hey, Vase, how you doing? 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 You know what? You know what? You know what? Worth it. Worth it. 100% worth it. Hey, Dad. Oh, he doesn't comment on it. Alright. Let's see. Let me take off the gun for a second. 53, okay. I wonder what other perk will give us another gear. Probably either bravery or combat, ironically. But yeah, let's do a little bit more training. So defense training gives us combat, bravery, and toughness. Yeah, we'll do that. Security Chief interrupts your afternoon training to address the group. Nemi perks up. This seems important. Since the original colony was destroyed, Rhett begins, we have needed every skilled security officer we can find to defend our home. And now, with Governor Lum's blessing, age is no longer a requirement. We are looking for young recruits to join the ranks of the defense squads. This is a serious job. He punches his hands for emphasis. You'll be soldiers, not little kids learning self-defense or peering down from the safety of the walls. You will be in danger. You need to be brave and know your way around a weapon. Or peering down from the safety of the walls. I mean, I want to help defend, but I'm not going to go kill. When Rhett smiles, it's not a happy smile. But do you have what it takes to survive? I do. Guard duty, okay. Rhett nods. Okay, you're in. See you at dawn, recruit. I don't mind being a defense, you know? Do we have anything that does things with gems? We do. $41, $47. What about $45? Alright, we'll take that, I guess. Could have snagged a 51 out of that. That's okay. I just got an achievement, ding, 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 which is get all 4 stats in one area up to 100. It's counting the rifle, even though, you know, my combat isn't at 100, but that's cool. Immune to injury. Never receive the injury status effect when hurt. That's huge. Like, legitimately huge. Nemi usually... serious face brightens when she sees you. I think that's supposed to be Nemi's, usually. Garrett, what a treat, she says, giving you a brief kiss. I was just thinking about you. I think we should break up. Damn. Cold. Have an egg. But also, we want to spend some time together? Nemi checks the time on her holopalm and smiles. Yeah, I think I can swing that. You hang out in the lounge. You and Nemi head to the lounge, where she plunks her feet in your lap and regales you with wild stories of her other soldier friends. I don't think he ever found where we put his underwear, Nemi laughs. I think he thinks we actually fed them to the float cows. What an idiot, right? It's good to spend time with her. She's so busy all the time. Nice. Nomi is sitting in front of an array of holo screens, all displaying different tutorials for various crafts and hobbies. I was thinking of learning something new, Nomi says, poking their finger into their cheek. It's not enough that I already know how to draw and write and play video games. I could learn to knit, or sculpt, or make jewelry. They think about this for a second. I know we can just nanoprint stuff like this, but it's nice to make stuff with your hands, right? 100%. Have some crystals. Yay, Nomi event! Nomi is in their usual spot in the lounge, surrounded by their steadily growing collection of body pillows and stuffed animals. They're curled up with their arms around a giant plushy creature, and seem to be scrolling listlessly through the movies available in the Colony Media Archive. Find anything good? No! Nomi sighs, tipping over onto their side. Not since I finished all of Maid Stalker Ares. I can't believe it ended on a cliffhanger. I didn't know that the stratosphere had left Earth before the series finished airing, Nomi whines. You have every episode except for the two-parter season finale. They bury their face against the plushie. Now I'll never know how it ends, they sniffle. It's not fair that we'll never have any new shows to watch. Maybe we can make up a new ending? Sounds rough, buddy. We were not going to Zuko them. That would be so bad. Oh, yeah, what does Smitten do? I didn't actually look. Started dating someone and you want to share it with everybody. +1 to all social skill increases for 3 months. That's interesting. Enlightened. You've been enlightened by mastering a skill. +1 to all mental skill increases for 3 months. Cool, cool. Nomi wipes her eyes and looks up at you hopefully. Oh, really? They ask. You do that with me? Tell me all about Maid Stalker Ares. Nomi launches into a full summary of Maid Stalker Ares, including everything down to the blood types and astrological signs of the characters. It's a lot to handle, but the two of you come up with a pretty good fan script for the missing episode. And then Ares and Sagittarius embrace, just as the light from the interstellar portal engulfs them, and the camera pans back to the ghostly image of Gemini's face smiling down at them from the spirit realm. Nomi claps their hands excitedly. It's perfect, they exclaim. So much better than just leaving it right before the climactic battle with the Agent of the Stars. They smooth down their fur on their plushie with a thoughtful look. Thanks, Garrett, they say. I was feeling so bummed about the cliffhanger because it just reminded me that even though everything ends, sometimes it's a lot earlier than you can handle. When I got here, I remember looking at your huge media library and thinking, wow, galactic! I'm never gonna run out of things to watch. It felt like the whole world was still ahead of me, ready to be discovered. Nomi digs her fingers into their plushie. Now it feels like everything's just on fire all the time, and everyone is always on my case about how I need to grow up. What's so bad about being innocent? Why does everything have to be so grim all the time? There'll be more good experiences. Nomi nods, their chin wobbling as they try to keep it together. Yeah, they say, tipping their head up to the ceiling and trying to put on a brave smile. That's a good way of looking at it, Garrett. Oh, they're totally into Utopia. I dig. Utopia best. You can have my last fruit, my friend. Yo, what's up, Tange? I cannot tell if it is hubris to believe humanity will become the dominant species on Vertumna as we were on Earth. Tange muses watching a Dorb's moth flutter by. If nothing else, it is certainly survivorship bias. The family tree of humanoid species has many dead branches, so to speak. Humans are weak, defenseless, fragile, inefficient, and short-lived, Tange says, and that is only a few of our many faults. And yet, we dominated Earth. I have to believe that it is possible we do the same here. Have a flower. Okay, we're definitely heading out to explore. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Oh, did I just... Oh, they make a noise. Oh my god, that's so cute. How have I never figured that out? My heart. Her birthday's in dust, right? No, early pollen. Okay. Ooh! Rex howls with happiness as he takes the mushroom from you. He remembered my birthday and brought me the perfect stick for my collection. Sup, Dice? The soldiers keep trying to recruit me to hunt animals, Dice says, rolling his eyes. They think the only reason anyone would go frontiering is to kill everything already there and put up a flag. Idiots. He strums his fingers over the hilt of the knife in his belt. I mean, yeah, I've killed animals out there, but, he shrugs, it was only because I had to. Kill or be killed doesn't mean murder everything indiscriminately. That's exactly it. I agree wholeheartedly, my friend. Wait, I gotta remember to show you guys Dice on the main menu before we end up today's episode. I think we're going to go to the ridge, see if there's something there that, like, is triggered now that we've seen another gardener. If I recall correctly, we really don't take much stress on events, so I'm probably safe to just do all of them. But we'll see how a few go. Oh, it's the radiation one. Okay, well, we're not doing this one. I love that. Turn around! Never mind, we just walk right through. You can't stop me, old man! Radiation! Engineering is not at 100, might as well. Card becomes mental blue. Sure. Four, 5, 6. Does the gem just add one altogether? Oh, right, because it's wild. Okay. Thud of the Thumper. I don't think that actually works. That does, though. Could have gotten a 42. That's fine. How's our engineering doing? 91. 94. Find more scraps of convergent domain writing technology. Document everything to bring back to Utopia. That's important. This loops around, right? Yes, okay. We'll check out the other side of the loop. You haven't been down into the deepest crevices of the ridges where the crystals grow thick and the air is stagnant and dead. It's already sweltering on the ridges, but in the chasms you can see the heat warping the air almost like a permanent fog. Utopia says the air is so thick and still that I think we've had this one before. Yeah, we've had this one before. Card becomes physical red. It's fine. Noise. We definitely don't want that one. Could have gotten a 63 out of that. Okay. So we only take 7 stress on an event. That's not bad. Oh, it's this one. Okay, that was a waste of stress. Hopefully we get a few de-stressor events. This one, okay. Let's wait patiently for once. You hang around for ages waiting for the thing to pass, feeling yourself getting older by the minute. Ugh, you hate being stuck in traffic. We got +2 stress out of that. Utopia, what's up, girl? Utopia has sent a team of geologists to get a closer look at this region's weird terrain. You come across them working, and Utopia beckons you over. Garrett! Oh, we've had this one before. Okay, yeah, it's all about convergent domain, not gardeners. The what now? Utopia asks. I ain't never heard of that, she says, and the geologists all exchange similar looks. You explain that the convergent domain had this huge computer network, and some of it is still running. It was used to study and maintain the planet. It might even be dangerous. Utopia doesn't look convinced. I'm not one to throw out a theory, but that's pretty far-fetched, Garrett. All we've seen are ruins. There's that delusions again. She squints and thinks it over. Well, if that's true, maybe something went wrong with this array, and it overloaded all the solar crystals. That level of cataclysmic disaster is the sort of thing that what might end a civilization. We ain't mentioning Sim. Oh. Engineering, nice. Extra gear slot, okay. So that was what our final gear slot was for. Or from. Okay. +5 to challenges isn't bad. Double up on the +1 skill on challenge wins. Or the gain even more less stress. I don't think there's much more skill up we'd get out here. We're almost maxed on bravery, too. Maybe we'll go with 2 less stress, then. So we should only be taking 5 stress an event now. Done this one before. 5 stress. Nice. Okay, nothing. What did I fucking say? Let's go, baby! You're taking a sample at the base of a tree when you feel something patter off your head and fall to the ground. It's a nut? That's strange. This species doesn't usually... You look up and your stomach lurches when you realize you're being watched this whole time. You've been being watched. A pair of familiar eyes peers down at you from the branches. It's... Sim? He grins down at you. Well, well, well. If it isn't a little human. Have you come to visit me, Sugarbug? But I saw you die. Did you? Ooh, but now we actually have Nemi. You'd think I would remember that. If you did witness my death, I apologize. Sim continues. He leans down from his branch, his long hair dangling just out of reach. I imagine I didn't enjoy it much either. As much as I'd love to launch right into that, I do really want to know. It's a gardener thing, he replies dismissively. He's so casual about it. I make regular backups just in case. How do you remember what we did but not remember dying? Backups? Sims gives you a little smile. Surely by now, you know I cannot divulge the specifics of my role here. Doesn't stop you from hinting. I fucking knew it! Sim's smile grows wider, and he trills with laughter. I know. Oh, having a secret is much more gratifying than I expected it would be. Yeah, we're doing that. You pout up at Sim, trying to look kissable, but he just stares down at you, uncomprehending. My apologies, he says, but I'm not entirely certain what you mean. What business? You really don't remember? Sim's thin lips form an even thinner line. I'm afraid I don't. Did I offend you in some way? Death has a way of wiping the slate clean. He gives you a little smile. It's me. I'm the slate. God damn it. Embarrassment burns in your guts. You can't find the words to explain the moment you shared on the cliff. Sim smiles gratuitously. I wish everyone felt that way, he mutters. One of my associates seems to feel otherwise. At your confused look, he waves his hand. One of the other gardeners, Noctilucent. They really don't care for you humans, I'm afraid. And they're aware I've taken an interest in you. With a soft whump, Sim drops gracefully out of the tree and dusts himself off. He claps you on the shoulder. I'd watch out for them if I were you, he says. They're quite dangerous. Sim turns to leave, but you sputter and grab his sleeve. You can't. After all that, you deserve some answers, real ones. He owes you that. He turns to you, one arch eyebrow raised. What is it, Garrett? What do you really do here? Are you really Sim? I'm the one and the same, Sim answers, carefully prying your hand from his clothing. I acknowledge this is difficult for you to understand. He takes a deep breath, considering his words carefully. Humans have but one short window of consciousness, which encourages you to think of yourself as individual points on the line of history. You are, quite clearly, not your parents, or your grandparents, or your unborn children. You are your own marvelous creature. He places his hand on his chest. I do not disappear when this form dies. I am eternal. In a sense. I am all who came before, and I am all whom will come after. I am my own legacy. I am symbiosis. What do you really do here? Sim gives you a blank smile. I am a gardener, he says simply. I was created to be a gardener, and I imagine I will be one until my services are no longer required. At your look of confusion, Sim softens. Humanity is so concerned with purpose, he says sadly. It is because you were not created for one, and you spend the entirety of your short lives under the impression you need one. The concept of someone having a purpose must be seductive. He shrugs one elegant shoulder. My existence is simple. I act in the ways for which I was created. And that is not an interesting answer for an individualistic species as yourself, I am aware. Perhaps we must both accept that it may be beyond the human capacity to comprehend. He tilts his head to the side as if listening to something and squeezes your hand. I fear I have said too much. I hope I can see you again soon, and that all may be revealed to you. What do we know that he likes? Yellow flowers and strange devices. We don't get any friendship with him out of it. Makes sense. Friendship with him is kind of special. But okay, cool. Broski's not dead. I'm just gonna, leave it at a good old, I called it. Absolutely called it. 100% called it. Marvel at it, hell yeah. But I'm also very happy that I called it. Also, sad that he doesn't remember, but that's probably for the best. It would kind of be cheating on Anemone. Oh, it's the anti-grav thing. Yeah, we'll up some bravery. Heck yeah. Plus 5 kudos if total equals goal. Yeah, I don't think so. Sorry about that. What if we do that? No, okay. $43. I think we can make 2. Two, 3, 4. No gems, eh? Yeah. Still a 32. Yeah, we'll do that then. Could have gone to 37. Okay. 6 bravery left. Nothing new here. Okay. And then do we go this way? Hang on, is there some missing? Oh, we go this way, okay. I knew there was more to this place. I've been here enough times. First collectible use is free. Good to know. Sure. That's a 22. A lot of yellow here, a lot of 5s. That's fine. 33, 33. 41. 41. Could have gotten a 53. Well then. Raining bounce weasels again. Take some creativity up. Getting kind of close to ranking that up, which isn't bad. Just run. Yep. It's the piss rain. And that's it. Alright. No more events here. But we got to meet up with Sim again, and that is spectacular. We have to tell Dice as soon as we can. Mid-pollen? Yeah. Alright. That is going to be time for today. An excellent spot to leave it off. But before we do, I just want to show you... Well, there he is. I'm like, yo, what the hell? Anyways, there's Dice on our main menu. I imagine the rest of them will all kind of fill out this hilly area once you get them to 100. So that's pretty awesome. Anyways, thank you to everyone for joining me. I hope you had fun. And I will see you all tomorrow for some more I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe if you like content like this and want to see more like it. Okay, thanks, bye. Love you all.